Hello students, I am going to explain the linear search and binary search techniques. These are search techniques. What do I mean by search techniques? I have to search a given element, a key element in a given set of numbers. So there are two major techniques here. So one is a linear search and a binary search. As soon as the execution of the program starts, I have declared few variables. So an array, a loop control variable, low, mid, high, used for binary search technique. The key element, uh, the element which I have to search, the choice because I have to choose between linear search and binary search, the position to print where the particular search is there, n represents the number of elements inside my array, and a flag which I use to denote whether the search is successful or not. So I'm using a do while loop. So as soon as I enter the do while loop, a menu will be printed: 1 for linear search, 2 for binary search, and 3 for exit. I ask to enter the choice. So as soon as I ask to enter the choice will be entered and will be stored inside the variable choice. So depending upon the choice, if I choose 1, the linear search, the case 1 will be executed. If I choose 2, the binary search, which is case 2, will be executed. Now let me explain case 1, which is the linear search. In the linear search, I ask to enter the number of elements inside the array. Then I enter the number of or the elements inside the array with the help of a for loop. So once the elements are entered inside the for loop, I ask to enter the key element which has to be searched. The entered element will be stored inside a variable key. I keep a variable flag assigned to 0, which represents an unsuccessful search. Now what I do is I pick up each and every element inside my array one after the other and compare it with the key element. So that is what is happening inside this for loop. For I is equals to 1, I less than or equals to n, the condition will be checked whether 1 is less than or equals to n. If the condition is true, I enter the for loop and I compare if a of I, which is a of 1, is equals to the key element. If the condition is true, I make the flag as 1, or I assign the value of flag to 1. The position will be I, and the break statement will be executed. The break will make my flow of control or execution to come out of the if statement and iterate with the for loop. At the end, when my for loop is completed, comparing each and every element inside my array with the key element, if the search is found, if the search key is found, the flag will be assigned a value 1. If this is not the case, the value of flag will be 0. That is the condition I am checking after the for loop. If my flag is 1, I print the element key element is found at the position. If my flag is not assigned a value 1, that means the search is unsuccessful and the key element is not found in the array will be printed. This is about linear search technique. Now let me explain you the binary search technique. Very important point to remember in binary search technique is that the array should be in ascending order. If the array is not in ascending order, the binary search technique won't work. So here also I ask to enter the value of n. So n represents the number of elements inside my array. Enter the elements in unsorted order. With the help of the for loop, I read the elements inside the array A of I. Once I have completed reading the elements inside my array, I ask to enter the key element. The key element is read from the keyboard and stored inside the variable key. Now I make some assignments. I assign low to 1, high variable to the number of variables inside my array, which is n, and my flag to 0. Here I check for the condition. So while low is less than or equals to high, we assume that low is the position of the first element and high is the position of the last element. So whenever low is greater than high, it means that there are no items present and search definitely fails. So if this condition is true, that means there are elements inside my array and I enter the while loop. As soon as I enter the while loop, I add low plus high and divide by 2. Remember, this is an integer arithmetic operation. So the resultant will be an integer and stored in the variable mid. Later, I check if my key element is equals to A of mid. If this is true, I assign the mid value to the position and make my flag as 1 and the break statement will get executed. If the break statement gets executed, the flow of control will come out of the while loop and the next statement after the while loop will get executed. If the key element is not equals to A of mid, then I compare A of whether the key element is greater than A of mid. If the key element is greater than A of mid, I will assign mid plus 1 to low. If key element is not greater than A of mid, I will assign mid minus 1 to high. So here what happens is, if the key item is not present at mid position, the key may be in the left part of the array or in the right part of the array. If key is less than the mid element, the elements in the left part of the array have to be compared ranging from low to mid minus 1. Otherwise, the right part of the array has to be compared from mid plus 1 to high. So after I compare the element, if the search is successful, the flag variable will be assigned a value 1. If the value of flag variable is 1, I print the element key is found at the position. If the flag is not altered, that is, if the flag is not assigned a value 1, that means my search is unsuccessful. And I print the element, key element, is not found in the array. The case 3 is an exit. So I come out of the program, or my program will be terminated when I choose the option 3. Now let me run this program and show you how the output works. So first let me try linear search. So I choose 1. Value of n, let me choose 5. I randomly give some numbers 8, 15, 2, 26 and 99. Now enter the key element. Let me try to find 15. The element 15 is found at position 2. Now let me check what happens if uh, I don't give a key element which is not present in the array. 1, enter the value of n. 5, I give the same set of numbers 8, 15, 2, 26 and 99. Now let me try to search a value 100 in the given array. So the element 100 is not found in an array, so it is an unsuccessful search. Now let me try the binary search technique. In the binary search technique, remember that I have to give the value in ascending order. Ten, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Enter the key element. Let me try to find the value 40. The element 40 is found at position 4. Let me try what happens when I don't give the array in sorted order. So I choose binary search, enter the value 5. So I'm giving the values in descending order. And I try to give the same value 40 here. Even though 40 is present in the array, because the array is not in ascending order, it is showing that the element 40 is not found. So let me try one more unsuccessful search while giving an sorted order. 2, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Let me try to find a value 70. The element 70 is not found in an array. So this is how the linear search and binary search techniques work. Let me try the exit one, 3. So it made my program to terminate. So I hope you have understood how the sorting technique works. Thank you.